Hey everyone, so today I am doing another episode of Healthy Bites, but this one is a little bit different. It's a recipe that I have never tried before, but I have always wanted to try. One of my favorite meals is black bean burgers and sweet potato fries, but it's kind of hard to find them in a restaurant, and when you do find black bean burgers in a restaurant, they're kind of hit or miss, and the sweet potato fries are fried. We're baking them today. I wanted to see if I can make them myself, and I figured this would be a healthier alternative to the typical McDonald's meal of a hamburger and salty fries. Also, my favorite black bean burgers are the Morningstar Farms burgers in the frozen section of the grocery store. But I've had people say like, oh, why do you eat frozen? Like, try them yourself. So that's what we're doing today. I'm really excited to see how this goes, so let's get started. The things you'll need are 2 cans of black beans, breadcrumbs, an egg, hot sauce, onion, optional cheese, olive oil, hamburger buns. You need chili powder, but I don't have that, so I'm hoping that this would work. Salt and pepper. So first I grated the onion so the pieces would be very fine and not big chunks in the burger. As you can see, it was my first time grating an onion and I was having some difficulty. Wait, what? I'm so confused. How do you grate an onion? I'm so confused. But eventually I got the hang of it. Hey, I'm doing it. Cool. And obtained a 1/4 cup of shredded onion. And I actually kind of like this technique. Next, I opened my black bean cans and strained them. Put them in a bowl and mash them with a fork until it turned into a pasty consistency and there were very few whole beans left. Protein. Alright, this is cute. This is really cute. Now I add in the other ingredients. A 1/4 cup of onion, a cup of breadcrumbs. I want to add that you can use gluten-free breadcrumbs if you have an intolerance to gluten. An egg, and if you are vegan, you can substitute the egg for 1.5 tablespoons of vegetable oil plus 1.5 tablespoons of water plus 1 teaspoon of baking powder. I've never tried this myself, so you might have to play with it. There are also egg substitutes at the grocery store. The egg is important in this recipe because it acts as a binding agent to make the burgers stick together, so it can't be left out of the recipe altogether. If you're vegan or don't want to use an egg, it must be substituted in this recipe. A sprinkle of red pepper flakes, salt and pepper, and hot sauce. I'm using Shark Bite garlic pepper. It's a local Florida hot sauce. I just have to mix it all together. So then I just mixed all the ingredients together and let it sit in the refrigerator for a couple of minutes. So that's what I got so far. I think I am doing a pretty good job. It's really good actually. Kind of like a, I don't know, like a Mexican dish. Now I am starting on the sweet potato fries. This is something I have made a few times before. I am familiar with it. First, I have to wash the potatoes, especially since I am not going to peel them. You can peel them if you want, but I personally don't mind the skin, so I am just avoiding the extra work. By the way, I use a fruit and vegetable wash to wash all my produce as an extra precaution to wash away pesticides, and it is supposed to work better than water. Before I start cutting the potatoes, I preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I am drying the potatoes so the oil will stick to it better and will become more crispy. So now with a big sharp knife, I am cutting the potatoes into the shape of fries. Every recipe that I have read has recommended to cut the fries into even shapes. However, that just doesn't work for me with a big round potato, so I just try the best I can. And they turn out fine. I'm using 2 potatoes because I didn't realize how big they were. 1 potato makes a comfortable 2 to 3 servings, so I had a lot of leftover fries, which wasn't necessarily a bad thing. Now I'm going to put the fries on a baking sheet. Jeez Louise! I think I might need 2 baking sheets for this. I had to use 1 big one and another regular sized baking sheet to fit all of the fries I made. If you want them crispy, they can't all go on that. I'm trying to spread them out as best as I can. The more they are spread apart, the more crispy they will be. So first I do the oil. I add about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil to each sheet. And then pepper. I like seasoning, so I add a good amount of pepper. Not gonna add any salt. I don't use specific measurements for the seasonings. I just make sure all the fries are evenly coated. And then garlic powder and paprika. And mix it all together. I put the fries in the oven for 15 minutes, flipping halfway through. While the fries are in the oven, I am going to cook the black bean burgers. Time to start grilling. They said to put oil and butter, but I don't think that's necessary. So I added about 1 to 2 tablespoons of olive oil to the pan and coated it. Now I am just taking the mixture and forming patties out of it. I'm gonna make some big burgers. I cooked one side of the burger for about 5 minutes and then flipped them over. Added cheese and let them cook for about 3 more minutes. I use pepper jack cheese, by the way. You can use whatever cheese you want, or you don't have to use cheese at all. It's completely up to you. So here's the final burger with cheese, tomato, lettuce, mayo, and mustard on a whole grain bun. Feel free to top it with whatever veggies that you like. This recipe ended up making 6 servings. The black bean burger patty by itself is 260 calories, 29.4 grams of carbs, 6 grams of fat, and 10 grams of protein. A serving of sweet potato fries, which is a third of the potato, is 127 calories, 10.5 grams of carbohydrates, 9 grams of fat, and 1.3 grams of protein. Okay, so that burger and fries were so tasty. I am most likely going to make this meal again. It was really good. Thumbs up this video if you liked it and would like to see more like it. Comment below your favorite fast food meal that you would like me to healthify. And make sure you are subscribed and hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And follow me on social media. Links are below. I'll see you next time. Bye! Thank you.